What's going on, y'all? This is my Sundance K16. The trailer was built in Milton. The boat was sold in Milton. I'm adding lights, so I've mounted this fixture here. It was already wired for lights, so I've already got some wire running down through the gunnel. These red and black wires right here are from the light. There we go. This thinner gauge wire I'm folding over. Give it a little bit something else to grab. I cut a little bit extra off so I could fold it over, thicken it up. Should fit in there good. I'm about to get ready to install this switch panel. This is a 6-gang rocker switch panel off of Amazon. So, what the back of it looks like here. I'm just going to tie these 3 wires together. I'm going to connect my bow light to this first channel. And I'm going to connect my stern light to this second channel. Came with this gasket that fits over the top of here. And so I cut a template out of this box using the inside dimensions. Cut this little template out so that when I go cut into my fiberglass in my console, I can be somewhat accurate. Let's get on it. So I'm going to take this little template I drew up, cut out, and I'm going to cut out a piece of fiberglass from right here. And this is where my switch panel is going to go. I'm going to check underneath here and underneath the console and make sure I'm not going to cut it into any wires. So we're going to double check everything before we go cutting. So this is the template. Got hot. All right. We got that piece out of there. Now I'm going to shop vac this stuff up real quick. I wish I would have brought it up here with me, but it is what it is. Let me shove this little guy in there. I've got my runs labeled. This is the hot for my stern light. Take and crimp this on here. Turn it around. There we go. Nice. I don't know. I've got a fuse box. I've got an on-off both switch that I'm going to wire. So I've got my switch and my fuse box in place. What I'm doing here is I'm extending power from both of the batteries to the switch. I added a positive cable that runs through the wire covers, through the seat, and then to the switch. And I've got one from the house battery that does the same thing, runs to the other post in the switch. And then I've got the third post that's feeding power to the fuse box. So what happens is I've got a three-way switch here. I can turn this on to the cranking battery, and I can just run off of that cranking battery. Or I can go to 1 and 2, which will feed power off of both of them. Or I can just isolate the second battery, the house battery. If I have the engine off and I just want to power the lights, I'll go to the second battery only. And so basically I'm feeding power from the batteries to the switch, to the fuse panel. And then I've got this rocker switch panel hooked up. I've got a power wire. I've got the main power wire here, and it runs to the fuse box. And then I've got a ground wire from the switch panel to the fuse box.